Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Haut-Beyleron, and today we're down at the shop. It is September the 21st and we need to get some more work done with our farm. Now we set up the greenhouse last time, so we're going to need a little bit of equipment to start getting to work on that. So let's head into the shop here. And what I need something to transport stuff from the greenhouse, and I need something to get some water to the greenhouse. So we've not got anything new in the sales. That lint track is looking very, very tempting, and I've ummed and erred about it. And yeah, at the end of the day, I can't justify the 41,000, especially as our current tractor can put a front loader on it. So we're going to leave that for now. Instead, I'm going to spend a lot less money and grab myself a lizard pickup. Now, we've got a nice big bed in here that we can fill with everything from our greenhouse, so that's perfect. That, though, is going to be 25,000, and we only have 19. The other thing I want to get today, and I've heard rumors that the pickup doesn't pull stuff, or doesn't pull very much, so we'll see whether we can actually get both of these things back this way, or whether we've got to come back with the tractor. But we also need something for water. So I think I'm going to go with the Aquatrans for 9,500. There's not really anything else that transports water other than this, and that's 25,000. So we need about 35,000 to get those two things. So that means we need to head into here and the bank. So we are going to take ourselves up to 40,000, increase our loan to 220,000. Hopefully we should be able to pay this back fairly quickly. Go back into the shop and we are going to buy ourselves a nice pickup truck. So lots of different options on the wheels on this. Oh, those are very Land Rover-esque, so I'm going to go with those. Main color, we want that darker green or that. I think we'll go with the John Deere green, and yeah, always we seem to go with the John Deere colors. There's not a school bus kind of color in here, which would. Oh, actually, I like the JCB on that. And yes, I think we'll go. There we go. The olive green and the yellow wheels. Fantastic. That is going to be our car. So that does cost us a little bit more to color it, but we're going to be having this around for a while. And then, yep, over here under animals, we need to get ourselves a water trailer as well. So we will buy that too. Yes. And we're going to be using both of these on a regular basis, hence the reason that I've bought them. Now, does this hitch to this is the next question. Oh, and I meant to change the number plate. That is not the number plate we want. Right, there we go. I will be slightly surprised if this does actually hook to this, because I don't think it's going to. No, it's not. So we are going to have to bring our tractor down here to hook that up, which is annoying because that means I've got to make 2 trips down here with my tractor today. That's not the greatest thing. Hopefully, this truck's going to prove to be more useful than it has so far, though. So, yeah, let's get back to the farm and get back down here with the tractor. And having dropped off our truck back at our campsite, we're now down here in our Voltravalmet. Let's get into reverse and back it up like so. There we go. There we are. Right, I just need somewhere now to fill this up from. Now, I think I can probably fill it up from the river if there's an area down here that we can do it from. Otherwise, I need to find somewhere to fill this up from. Let's have a look at the map. Where are our most likely places? There's not that many. There's certainly nowhere up near our farm. We're looking at, possibly the pond next to field 32. might be a good place to get some water from. So this is one of the tricks in the game, is the fact that you can get free water from anywhere pretty much you can back your trailer into. It's just finding places you can back your trailer into, really. So we're going to head down here, and there's a few places along the shoreline here we might be able to get down to, but I don't want to risk it too much. Over here, though, yeah, so the shoreline down here is a lot lower, but it's still pretty steep. Whereas next to field 32 here, there is a fairly large pond. So let's have a look at this. Yeah, we can back this into here. So we'll grab some water from here. Back this in. Like, ooh, so. And refill it rather nicely. And then we can just head back to our farm and give some water to our greenhouses. It is a little bit annoying that our truck doesn't connect up to more things. It would make it a more useful piece of kit to have here. But 25,000 for something to transport our goods to market is still pretty good. I'm not too worried about that. Now, before we actually empty this out, we're going to back this up to it. But before we actually empty this out into our greenhouse, what I need to do is check what is going to pay us the best money at the moment. So we want to be producing that. We want to be in this menu here and then into the sales. So we get 3 things out of our greenhouses. We get lettuce, which pays 1,537, tomatoes, which pays 747, and strawberries, which pay 481 if we take 480, sorry, if we take them to the bakery. Now, how does our production chains affect? So 64 water produce 64 tomatoes, 64 produce 32, and 64 produces 128. So basically, tomatoes are our baseline. Strawberries would need to be worth half, and lettuce would need to be worth double. So our tomatoes are 749. Strawberries would need to be worth half. They aren't. They're worth more than that, and lettuce would need to be worth double. And they are just over. So I think tomatoes, I think strawberries actually is going to be our best price right now. 480 is massively above. So we will turn those on in the production chain. So let's activate the strawberries. Right, we are not going to activate the tomatoes or the lettuce for now. Let's open this up. And yeah, that's all good. So yeah, I forgot that's how you open that up. Back this up a little bit, and then we can empty the water out. And look, our greenhouse is full of strawberries. Absolutely fantastic. That is going to start producing us some fruit in no time. So I'm going to keep an eye on the price of the our vegetables and our fruits that we're producing in the greenhouse, and we'll switch which ones we produce based on which one is going to give us the most money on any given day. And hopefully that's going to be an ongoing income for us. I want to get chickens as well. We're going to be doing those in the next few episodes and getting those set up and sort of really building our farmyard up and borrowing money to invest. What we do need to do now, speaking of investing, is invest in our fields. And to do that, we're going to have to do some cultivating. Now, we can get on this tractor, because we've got 190 horsepower to play with. We can get either this 5-meter Lemkin, which will get us through the job very quickly, or this 4-meter Amazon. Both of those will work pretty well on this field, I think. So let's have a look at this. 5 meters. How much does it cost to lease this? 1,249. I think in the interest of getting this job done nice and swiftly, we're going to lease the Lemkin. Looking at the price versus the Amazon, it would have saved us about £200, 200 euros. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. We should easily make that back in our crops. And yeah, a nice 5-meter cultivator is going to run through this field fairly quickly. And I might even look and see if there's a cultivating contract kicking about that we can go and earn this back for. Right, lift that up. Fold it up as well. And then, yeah, we can get this back up to our farm, which will be absolutely perfect. And we're back now up on our farm, and yeah, here we go. Field 20 needs some cultivating. So we did the liming and the ploughing on here last time and extended this field. Now it's just the main body of the field that needs doing. And then once we got this done, we can de-stone our newer areas and get them all sorted. And yeah, we're pulling up some large stones on here as well. So we're going to be looking to de-stone all of this field and all of our other field. If we can get time to do that today, we will. But I think we're going to be a little bit pressed for time. What we've got to watch is that if we're going to put wheat or barley in, we've got to do that in the next month, so in October. In order to actually get it in time. We won't be able to plant it otherwise. Alternatively, we can look at other crops like sorghum and I think what else have we got that is early year? So we can plant a lot. We can plant oats. We can plant corn, sunflowers. So there's a lot of stuff we can plant beginning of the year if we want, which would also work out fairly well for us. So it's really a case of keeping an eye on what we're doing and what's available at what times. If we don't get something planted next month, which we should do, I mean, we've still got a lot of work to do on the farm to get it ready, but we should still be able to get everything planted in this autumn if we want to. Then there are options come the new year. As I expected, the Vulture is actually doing really well at this. We're still pulling up a lot of rocks. Look at all of those rocks up and down this hill. But it's pulling this nicely. We are getting this field prepared. We are going to need to get... Yeah, we're going to need to get a rock picker on here and sort this field out, because this is just going to destroy any drill or any harvester that we put on here and cause us a whole pile of maintenance costs to actually work either of our fields at the moment. So hopefully we can get that sorted, and as I was saying earlier, if we can get that sorted quickly, we will then be able to get some winter crops planted. Otherwise, we'll be looking at spring crops, and there are options there. Basically, we need to get something that is going to feed chickens. And people corrected me last time. I said sorghum doesn't feed chickens. Actually, apparently you can. So, yeah, sorghum is also a possible crop. Didn't hold on to any this year. Kind of wish I had now, because we would have been able to feed the chickens with it. But in general, this tractor is doing great on here, and we should be able to get this field turned around and get some rock picking done. I think it's going to take most of today to get this field cultivated. Not the end of the world. We have plenty of time, but it means that it's going to probably be about late October before we see the chickens in our yard. One question I do get coming up fairly regularly is, how do I get such straight lines on my field? How do I make sure that I'm nice and straight on my lines? And the simple answer is, in the bottom right hand corner is a compass. So I set my tractor at the start of each row to be a certain degree, a certain degree of rotation. In this case, it's 90 because we're going up the field, and then I try and stick to that along the whole row. And most of the time, that creates a nice straight line. It's not quite as accurate as GPS because obviously GPS also includes the width, but it's not too bad. You can actually calculate the width, especially if you're going perpendicular, like we are, to you know, if you're going, you know, either perpendicular to the x-axis or the y-axis, you can see how much you move across the field, and you can work out exactly what that number has to be each time in order to get an exact width. So we're at 456 on the x-axis at the moment. So we could work out very easily the exact number that we needed to move across, especially with a 5 meter one like this, because I believe that's in meters. So that would be either a 449. In fact, I think it'd be a 449 that would need to on the next row in order to get an exact width across the field. So let's try this. Okay, it goes up, so 461 is what we're aiming for. So there's 461. We want to be at 90 degrees. So I'm doing this purely on the numbers. There we go. We're at 90 degrees, 461. Where does that place us? Absolutely spot on for the 5 meter width. There you go. If you want to do GPS yourself, you just need to calculate where you are on that bottom bit in your on your map. Get the degrees right, get the position X or Y right, and you're spot on perfect. As I expected, the rest of this field has taken the rest of the afternoon pretty much. We are heading up to our second to last row. We're still pulling a lot of stones out of the ground. Look at that. And it's mainly because we're doing, well, we're doing stuff under the soil. Had we used something like a power harrow or something like that, I think we would have ended up with, where we're being a lot less invasive under the soil, we'd have ended up with a lot less stones. But it's not a huge problem. We'll make some money from these. We'll hire a stone picker and make some money. Now, though, we just got one last strip to get done, and then we will be able to head back down to the farm. I think we've got a fairly good crop of strawberries off our first day, which is fantastic. A little bit fast for strawberries, admittedly, and not massively realistic, but we are doing start from scratch here and trying to basically keep our head above water any way we can. And that little bit of investment in our equipment today should mean that with the strawberries going, we'll make a nice little amount each day. Certainly enough to pay our loan. And that actually is a huge thing. If we can generate enough money to pay the loan each day, that opens us up to a whole world of extra possibilities in what we're able to do on the farm. So that very much is the target of the greenhouse and the chickens in a little bit as well. We want to be able to make as much as we can off those to make sure our farm keeps going. So there we go. That is the cultivating done. I'm going to go into high gear. Check no cars coming. Yep. And then we'll head into our yard. And we're going to see how many strawberries that we have. Oh, looking good. We got 4 pallets of strawberries waiting for us. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to bring this round here like so. So I'm happy with that. That is absolutely cracking. Look at that. 4 pallets of strawberries. And how are our greenhouses doing in general? And the answer to that is quite well. We have got 64 litres in storage. We could do with getting some more water, so we're going to have a run for more water. But yeah, we're producing strawberries at a good rate at the moment. Absolutely brilliant. And that means that we've got 4 pallets to hook up. So let's go and grab our brand new truck and finish off today by delivering a set of strawberries, hopefully to the bakery. I think that's where the best price was. So let's bring this around here. Can we open the back of this? Does this unfold? Yeah, there we go. So drop the back of that off. And yeah, look. We've got 4 pallets of strawberries ready to be placed into the back of our truck. And yeah, they should go down the middle. Like so. Are we going to actually fit them all down the middle like this? This is really good. I'm liking this. I bought this truck for this reason. And it's doing the job very nicely. Hopefully, we'll go able to strap all that down and get all of these loaded in. Last pallet. Let's just strap that first one down so that doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, and then we're going to have one across the middle. Like. Oh, is that good? Yeah, that's good. Oh, that is the perfect amount of strawberries for us for today. Very, very pleased with that. So let's jump in here. Close up our boot. Just about works. And yeah, where's the best place for us to sell these strawberries? And the best place to sell strawberries, oh, it's dropped from 480, but Le Jardin Fermier's farm shop has now gone up to nearly 470. So let's tag that. And I think that is behind us over that way there. And this truck should really motor. I think we're going to get there fairly quickly. And yeah, make a fair amount of money. We only have 600 litres of strawberries. So yeah, not a massive amount we're going to make. But we should at least make something. What a miserable day this has turned out to be. Still, we're down here at our sell point and should be in here. So let's pop out. I think the sell point is in here. Strawberries are not accepted there. There is another sell point round the side. So yeah, might be this one here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Selling all of our strawberries. And there we go. 280 euros. We only had 600 litres. So that's not overly surprising. But yeah, that's fairly good. I'm just going to pull this off to the side. Actually, we'll park it under here where we've got a nice little bit more light. And that will do. So we're going to finish this here. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.